Okay, I'm in St Agnes. Easy bus drive from Perranporth. I got some advice from a nice man running a cafe. Driftwood Bar or something, that's where the route starts. And he said as long as you're heading down, you're heading towards the coast. I don't know whether I'll get the best experience of St Agnes, because obviously my goal is really the walk back. And as you know, I sort of walk into places and just get a vibe. I don't meticulously research and do things hour by hour, but let's see. Okay, this is like Robin Hood's Bay, just with more pasty shops obviously, because it is Cornwall. I say Robin Hood's Bay because, you know, it's quite different in terms of what it looks like, but it's just got that Robin Hood's Bay type descent down to the coastline. This is an adventure in itself. I'm half glad I'm walking to Perranporth, otherwise I'd have to be coming all the way back up here to get the bus. I have to say, as pasties go, I do get it. This is pretty epic. Yeah, so you walk down from the bus stop, literally turn back on yourself where it says Sign Beach, and away you go. There is the nice pretty buildings that I think everyone takes photos of. As I said, I had a truck outside it. I tried waiting 5 minutes but it wasn't moving, so let me get down to the beach for now, because this is a road I share with cars. Okay, word of advice. If you have any issues with being able-bodied or not, get a taxi down. It's not a high gradient or anything like that, but it's quite a hike. I mean, it's fine for me, but I mean, there was a woman there who lives here who's ordered a taxi for her brother because, you know, he has a bad knee and stuff, so it is a known thing. So, all the way down to the water, which is very much like Robin Hood's Bay, in that it just goes boom. There's the water when the sea's in, and then of course it recedes. But there's the toilets on your right, and basically if you're facing the toilets, there's a set of steps to your right, and up we go. This is where I'm going now. Apparently there's an up and a down. Basically there's one valley you go into, and it's pretty flat, so see how we go. I've changed cameras, hopefully I don't regret it. See the yellow building? I never even noticed that when I was down there. Too focused on finding the sea bass. I appreciate bright colours. I'm assuming I go up that path and over the top, which probably means I have a down and an up, then hopefully relatively flat. The spoiler now of fun a bit. I'll always follow instructions. You know what makes this coastline? It's not so much the cliffs themselves, because as I say, you do get that in North Yorkshire. It's the little islands of rocks. I'm sure it's not as epic as the ones you see in Thailand and stuff. I'm not comparing them, but it has that sort of mystical thing when you get rocks like that offshore. It really adds to it. Wish me luck, folks. Somewhere along that coastline is Perranporth. I can see my first down, because I'm going to go down there, come back up, but as a beachy cove it looks like it's worth the effort. And then I believe once I'm over there, someone advised me it was relatively flat. I can't wait to get down to that cove. Look at that. See the B-roll there? I don't care how difficult it makes it for me. I'm going down there. Wow. It goes without saying really, but this is a full-on hike. Hiking boots or hiking trainer type affairs. Able-bodied. Obvious really, but I thought I'd just point that out. There you go, look. Some relics of Cornwall's industrial past. Maybe the easier way, but maybe a bit of a grand loop. Let's get a feel for what's going on here. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to go for that. So you may have noticed 3 miles. I check every sign, you know what I'm like. And also there's at least one stile if you've got a dog. Don't know how many there is, we'll see. But I'm going to go down there. Okay, that didn't go anywhere. Just went in a loop back to the path. And there's that option, but that seems a bit small. I want to follow the road. It is a very small section of road, and I'm sure there was a route I could have taken, but that was easy. Down we go. Of course, if you can't be bothered with all this walking like, there is a car park. So you can get your car down here via a very small road, and obviously brave the fact that the car park won't be full. But I haven't done too badly with car parks while I've been here. I have been doing the Canada thing and always getting here really early, so that may be helping. And June's slightly out of season. Watching the wave. These coastlines are always amazing. I can never tell whether there's mist in the air or it's my aging eyesight, but either way, absolutely amazing. So now I have to go up, along and up the steps, and then apparently that's the last big climb. Slow and steady, boys. Slow and steady. Okay, delusions of grandeur. Those steps are going to take some doing. So you have two choices coming up from the cove. Sorry, I'm knackered. Steps or this. Now I've not done that. I have a feeling it might be easier. I could do with some easy bits now, just to recover my lungs. Wow. I'll be alright, you know what I'm like. I go through a hard period at the beginning. I am conscious I've still got 3 miles to go. And my 8,000 steps has already given me the triumphant alarm. I'll be alright. I've got plenty of time. I'm pretty sure this sort of thing used to be easier though. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful here. You just leave one cove and oh, boom. Crazy. So far, impeccably signposted. This is interesting. I didn't expect to see this. As I said, I just look at the miles and the gradients. I know there's an airport somewhere, but this is like some old Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. base on the cliff face. Ooh. Wow. If I've looked that up by the time I publish this vlog, ding 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 ding. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's like a whole complex. Speaking of airports, where one finds a windsock, one finds an airport. Actually, let's be honest, I am completely guessing if that's the airport. Don't believe me. I checked the Google, boom, insert now. For once, I was right. Coming up on another cove. I think the best viewing spot is over the other side. Okay, I'll give you an observation and then maybe the more scientific minded among you can tell me why. Quite often in the weather I'm getting now, the ocean looks much more beautiful from a height. When you get down, it still looks great, but it loses the azure boom. I don't know if that's normal or whether it's unique to the weather. I mean, come on, man. Little slight detour off track. Why? Boom. That's why. So if you're walking from St Agnes to Perranporth, every time you turn around, I mean, It's the same section of coastline, but it just looks different from every angle. I really enjoyed the last 2-3 days. I'm losing track of time, which is always a good thing, right? It's been emotional at times, I have to say. Just being out, seeing this sort of thing. You know, taking photos with people's phones. I always ask first that they're fine with it and stuff. And it's just those little things that we haven't done for like, what, 18 months? A couple of years? Amazing. So, difficulty update. That cove at the very beginning with the dip and the rise, easily the hardest bit. The rest of it, you know, Secret Shield Base 92, passing the airport and the other cove, is actually just been something like this, right? You want to watch for your ankles, especially if you're vlogging. But other than that, it's actually very pleasant. And today's the perfect weather because it is a cool wind. There are some things even I won't do. Don't think I'm going down there. Okay, I have to know what this is. I'm assuming it's some sort of cave-in situation, but maybe it's not as dramatically as exciting as I think. So yeah, it was a hole of doom. I'm now getting the people coming from Perranporth who started at a more reasonable hour. Time check. 12:10. I've been told it's about 20 minutes from Perranporth. Another family told me it was 2.5 miles still. Let's find out. I think it's an hour at most. So yeah, you've got it. I've completely given up using words at this point, which is unusual for me. I have completely given up. It's easy to focus on the cliffs, but the heather is also impressive. Yep, you get the whole gamut on this route. Walkers, runners, bikers. More ruins from ancient times. Oh, I'm closer than I think, look. That is a surprise. A beach. Almost certainly Perranporth. I can't see it on the little screen, but you'll be able to see it on the video. In that inlet, Perranporth Beach. I can see it. I think there's still a bit of a undulating hike to go, but I can see it. Just as an observation, there probably is a number of ways through and around those ruins. Take your pick. I'm also hoping every tributary away from those ruins leads to the same place. An update on ascents and descents, still holding true. That first cove, if you're heading out of St Agnes to Perranporth, the steepest bit. And if you're not able-bodied and have trouble with lots of steps and banks and stuff, that is the hard bit. Everything else, as I say, watch for your ankles, but pretty easy walking. See what I mean about the tributaries? It's a bit chaos. I'm going to go round and down just so I'm at the same level of the path that everyone's on, because I just like to be on the official path. I don't want to miss anything. I really can't see it on the screen, but what I'm looking at is a beach that is very long. When I was looking at Perranporth Beach from the car park, I had no idea it was that long, obviously because the sea was in. Oh, can't wait to get back now. Signage update, continued to be spot on. Whoa. Impressive but tricky section. If you're not one for heights, this is the tricky bit. Okay, just a general ability update. If you're coming from St Agnes to Perranporth and you don't like heights, you will not like this bit. Okay? Oh, and also, you have to be very steady on your feet. You know, if your centre of balance is off and you don't trust yourself, you won't like this bit. Not at all. This bit is absolutely awesome because it feels like something like the Pacific Crest Trail, is that what they call it? You know, one of those epic American trails. You know, and I guess it sort of is. If you're doing the whole coastline, like you can, I guess it is a sort of Pacific Crest Trail. That's exactly what it is. But this section, the little section that I'm doing, just reminds me of that, which is freaking awesome. Well, people, we have reached civilization. So I have no idea if this is literally the end of the cliff walks. Let's find out, but we have a little section on actual road. That's because we have a YHA, whatever that is. Is that Youth Hostel? Yeah, I'm guessing Youth Hostel Association. That's my guess. Let me see. We've still got road. I think this may be it. I think we may be about to have road all the way down. There we go. Buildings, civilization, beach. Now, to find the van. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. And as usual for a second, just have that little blip that hopes it's still there. So obviously I need to get my bearings. As usual, there may be like multiple beaches all named something slightly different, you know, it's like but I will wind my way down to the main car park and get my bearings. But I'd definitely like to be back wherever this is. So let's go for that. But yeah, St Agnes back to Perranporth via the coastal route. Absolutely fantastic.